actually just made you like an 11-minute video. I don't know why my videos never work the first time around, but like you couldn't hear anything that I was saying. So I propped my laptop up and hopefully now like you have better sound. I don't know, like better access to my mic. Fuck, I don't know. But I hope that you can hear this one because I really don't want to talk for another 11 minutes without even being heard because that just sucks. So anyway, I am making you this little video to tell you about my morning because it wasn't like super eventful, but it felt really eventful, but it was also extraordinarily boring. I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird kind of thing that happened today. So, first of all, I didn't get to sleep until 7:30 this morning. Just, I don't know, I guess I was like worried about you and anxious about meeting up with Sam today and anxious about my speech, and I don't know, I just couldn't sleep. So I didn't get to sleep until 7:30, and then I had to wake up at 10:30 to get ready and go and pick up my car. Like, we were supposed to leave the house by 11. But I guess I was more tired than I realized, and I kind of didn't wake up until 11. So we didn't get to go and pick up the car until like 11:30. And keep in mind, I'm supposed to be meeting Sam at like noon. And this is on the other side of the river, and I know that that means absolutely nothing to you because you have no context. But there's like a big river that I've sent you pictures of. It's the Susquehanna that separates, it's kind of like, we call it the East Shore and the West Shore, and I live on the West Shore, so like west of the river, and I had to go to the east side of the river, into like, well, like past Harrisburg, but like into Harrisburg, to pick up my car, and it takes like 20-25 minutes to get over there, so I didn't even like get there to pick up my car until like 11:30, 11:40, and I was panicking because like I'm such a type A, like anal retentive Virgo, oh my gosh, email, that like I'm always early. Like if I'm not early, then I'm late, and that's not okay. Like I need to be early for everything. Like I'm the kind of person that sits in the doctor's office parking lot for 20 minutes until it's acceptable to go inside and be early. Like I'm always like 20 to 30 minutes early. I don't know why, it's just a thing that I have. I'm just super anxious. So we got to the dealership, we were gonna pick up my car, and we were wandering around this friggin' dealership lot for like 10 minutes because no one would help us. Like we couldn't find anyone, and like I could see my car, but we had to pay them. And so like we had to find someone. I have to sneeze, oh no. I passed. We're safe. But so we were wandering around for like 10 minutes trying to find someone, and we eventually found someone and they helped us, and that was cool. And it turns out that it was $301 with tax, so fuck that. I have no money. None. At all. Ugh. So we paid them, and my mom paid them because I had to borrow money. Whoops. And then we went our separate ways. Like, I was gonna go meet Sam. Keep in mind, it's like 11:45, 11:50 now, and I'm like shitting myself because I'm panicking that I'm gonna be late. My mom decided to go to work. I guess she's just working this weekend for no apparent reason, and she's gonna try and find that like file thing that I told you about. So I met up with Sam, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't mean to be late, like, we had some problems at the dealership, I had to go pick up my car, and like, I couldn't find anyone, and blah blah blah. I felt horrible, and he was just sitting there with like this menu. He already knew what he wanted. Oh my god, it was awful. But whenever I first walked in, because we were meeting up at the diner that's in my town, Marysville, and whenever you first walk in, there's like 2 rows of booths, like down the like center aisle thing, whatever, and Sam was on this side, he was like closer to the back, and then whenever I walked in, I immediately, I don't know why, like I scan rooms like left to right just because I need to have an exit route. I don't know what that's about, but like I need to know where the exits are at all times. So I was scanning the room, and I stopped, and of course one of my ex's moms was at the diner because, you know, small town is awful, and whatever. You see everyone that you know all the time. So we made very brief eye contact, and I just looked like immediately away. I was like, I'm not dealing with this today. Nope, no, 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 no. I'm already anxious. I don't need this on top of everything else. So I sat down, I went over to Sam and I sat down, and like, I can't eat in front of people. Like, I can't even eat in front of my mom. Like, unless I super, 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 super like you, or like am really extraordinarily comfortable with you, like, I don't eat in front of people. So, I mean, he got like this wrap or whatever, and I ordered like this side of french fries because I told you that like french fries are one of the few things that I'll like always eat no matter what. So I was like picking at these french fries. But anyway, I had gotten there, this was like 12:30 that I had gotten there, and like I'd sat down and we started talking. And I haven't seen Sam like since we graduated. I think, yeah, like I'm pretty sure since we actually graduated high school. So that was like 4 years ago. And it was nuts. Like, I don't know, physically he's just changed a lot. Like, he grew this like big hipster beard, and I'm like, who are you? Like, what are you doing? But I don't know, it fits him. It fits him. It's okay. But we ended up talking. I just got home at like just after 3, so we were there for like 2.5 hours just talking, and I barely said a word the whole time because like I don't know, we're not that close anymore. I don't really want to talk about myself, so I just kept prompting him to talk about himself, and it worked really well. Like, he spent 2.5 hours basically talking about himself, and it was, I mean, it was okay. It was great because I didn't have to talk, but like, he is engaged now, so I asked him how he proposed to Melody, his fiance, and I asked, like, what she's like, and, you know, what he's doing now that he graduated, and, like, what kind of job he's looking for, and all that good stuff. And then we started talking about, I guess he's writing a novel, which is cool, because I remember, we were in all of our AP English classes together, so I remember his writing, and it was good, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'd read that. If you wrote a novel, like, I'd probably buy that. So he started talking to me about it, and I was, like, kind of asking him about, like, the major plot elements and, like, what the kind of gist of it was. And he talked, I shit you not, he talked about this for over an hour. At least an hour. Probably well over an hour. And it was cool, because, like, it sounds like a really good novel. But, like, I probably could have read the novel, or what he has done of it, in the time that it took him to tell me about it, which was okay, because then I didn't have to talk too much, but it's like, oh my lord, but it sounds really good, and I offered to edit it for him. It was like, hey, you know, if you want to send it my way, right on, I'm gonna be an editor, hopefully, eventually, so hit me up. And that was okay. And then, of course, my ex's mom, I guess, like, went to go to the bathroom or something and came back. And whenever she was coming back, of course we made, like, awkward eye contact, and it was too late. I couldn't look away. I couldn't ignore it. And she was like, oh, Cheyenne, it's good to see you. How are you? And I was like, oh, I'm good, Mrs. Epley. It's good to see you, too. It's been so long. And she was like, yeah, it really has been. I really like your haircut. And I was like, oh, thank you. I hope you guys are having a good day. Like, she was there, I guess she was there with Anne, too, my ex. But, like, she was behind us, and she was sitting on the same side of the booth as me, so, like, I couldn't, like, easily see her. So, like, Anne and her mom and her dad were there, and it was just weird. It was just uncomfortable. I mean, it wasn't bad, but, like, her mom never liked me, so, because I was Anne's first girlfriend, and her mom was, like, not cool with it. I mean, I guess she's fine now, but she never liked me, so I'm not sure, like, if she was being really passive-aggressive, or if she had, like, totally gotten over it and realized that I wasn't, like, a horrible human being just because I was gay/am gay. Whatever, I don't know. But it was okay. It was just kind of weird, and I would rather have not ever had that experience. But we ended up talking, me and Sam, about like high school stuff, and we talked about J. Ray / like Mrs. Ray, our AP English teacher for 2 years, and I'll tell you more about her at another point because she's literally like my savior, like 100% serious. So we talked, and then I spent like 5 minutes at the end of our little gathering talking about like my classes and like how I had to I kept trying to signal. I was like, oh yeah, I have to go write this speech, you know, like I'm taking this communications class and I have to go home and like write this speech and blah blah blah, and like he just kept asking me questions about it, and I was trying to be like, I have to go write a speech, I have to go, let me leave. But I don't know, it wasn't too bad. But so I just got home a little bit ago, and whenever I was walking in, I looked in one of the reflective surfaces in my house, and I realized that like, oh, it didn't fix itself? It might have. There was like this weird little cowlick that I had right, oh no, it's right here, that it was sticking out like this. And I was like, are you kidding me? I looked like a friggin' idiot the whole time. And I'm glad that it's finally behaving a little bit, but whatever. So I feel kind of stupid now that I looked like a dork. But, whatever. But I guess you're actually texting me right now. So, like, I'm trying to pay attention to you via text and you via video, and it's just weird. But I hope that your day is better today than it was yesterday. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to be worse than yesterday, but I'm not gonna jinx it. Also, hopefully we can, like, at least chat on the phone, maybe, at some point, even if you can't Skype, because, like, I know you have a life, and work, and whatnot, even though I don't. So I guess I'm just gonna start, trying to crank out this speech, but I hope that this video finds you in a better place than you were in yesterday.